Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
He's gone for goal! The ball goes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he was alert to it. Schneider. Can he get on the end of this? So it is still 0-0. Ambitious ball here. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Cruyff. That's a nicely shaped ball. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passes short and sharp. It's gone backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
To further improve their position of comfort. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's picked out the run. This is from Mario. Can he finish? Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That has been cut short. And that's definitely not his best. He has found the way through. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. There could be trouble here. He's through, now is he in? Big chance! He scores! And again they hit the front. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity. And the half-time whistle goes. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fullet. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, there is a look that says it all. Oh, what's he done? Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Griezmann. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cantona, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, well measured. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Fullet. Schneider, it's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. And he can clear it away. Opts for safety. And it's Puyol.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Romario. Turns back here, probably the best option. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity.
Cantona! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Sini herring after the ball here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Robson. And here's Iniesta. And he's quick to get it clear again. No goals as yet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is from... Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Piqué is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Shot could be on. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that was very necessary.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Nicely shaped ball. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Cruyff. Cannavaro. Ambrosini. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's intervened well there. It's a sharp pass. Picked out brilliantly. It's Pelé! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pelé is offering a wry smile there.
Iniesta. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Batistuta. Albertini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ambrosini. Pelé. Robson. Pelé. He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's...
Totti! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. And here's Totti. And this is Romario. He's having a shot!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Totti, and he's had a hit! Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Kawasaki Frontale can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kawasaki Frontale are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending it.
Tries a shot! No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Kawasaki Frontale are looking to go forward now. Thuram gets over and intercepts.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Cruyff. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Totti. Totti. Oh, well played, well played. And he can clear it away. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Batistuta. Now it's Romario. And he's there to get it away.
Kawasaki Frontal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Kawasaki Frontale. And Romario! The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Romario claiming them. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually. Terrible pass. He has found a way through. Romario was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Some really good ball movement. And this is Romario. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Van der Sar with the clearance and reclaimed it in a trice. Ambitious ball here. That is a great pick out. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's fabulous. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Hakimi. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Spread out to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Safi Salih is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello attendees.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Has a look and plays it forward.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira. Now there's a fine ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the finish! He scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Turkey have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Can he get it through? And he's in on... Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Struck first time. And that has been cleared. Here comes the corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. He can get that clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away.
He's having a go!
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Safi Salih. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's found support out wide. He rises! And that was very necessary. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pull it. Now, can they get him away?
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And coming on the field is number 17, Pele. Four added minutes has been indicated.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff. He is through here. And that should get the job done.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Making their way home on public transportation
So Jim,
today,
how do you
please
reflect
watch the
on what
screen.
we've seen? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too.
And the shot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And we have our very first corner. Cantona getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that was very necessary. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that's a good-looking ball. That's gone for a throw-in. Best. Thuram cuts out the pass. He is through here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Hullet. Hullet! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, can they get him away? And he's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Hullet. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Barcelona really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, well played. Best. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through, and this is Bale. Thuram getting this one clear. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Bale. To Maldini. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And he was quick to react. And this is from Mario. Beckenbauer. And it's Maldini. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, this looks sharp. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Bale. Great vision. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. So, third corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that's been won straight back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Hullet.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Chips it through. That has been cut short.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maldini. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Played into space. Spread neatly. Tries to get it clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be...
And a chance! And one more try! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Puskás duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good move.
He rises! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Puskás! There's the shot! Cantona. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Forlan. And this is Forlan. That's really well manoeuvred. Maldini. Bullet. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Raúl. And this is Forlan.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Raúl really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. That's a cute ball. Oh, important interception. Gullit. Bout of passing here. Big chance! Oh, it's come loose.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Short changes him with that pass. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Tonali. And here's Raúl. Thuram cuts it out. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. But this is when Mario, he's shifting through the gears here. And this could be the final action of the first half. It's a mighty effort! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but...
And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. That's a little off target. And it's Tonali. Albertini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Celtic trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Tonali bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good ball! Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff. Bullet. Cantona. Looking for a runner. Rijkaard. Alonso. Now it's Forlan, now it's Puskás. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Now it's Bale. No way through, so back it comes.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Cruyff. Now it's Romario. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And this is Puskás. And he's managed to get... Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And they've got rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Bale. And he's managed to get rid. Albertini. A probing pass. He can run onto that. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar. No, it's come to nothing. And this is Hullet.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
That has not gone well. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise. Moved on forwards. Neymar. Threads one in. Neymar. He's being urged to shoot. It's Pele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Vieira. Thuram. Neymar. That's a cute ball. Suarez has it out wide and in space. And this is Luis Suarez. Skillfully cut out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen
Reflections
right
on the
now
first
for
half?
information on
Well,
our
there's no
shuttle
way
bus
to
service.
disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Cantona. Looking to play him in. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's there to get it away. Searching pass he's played there. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And it's Albertini. And here's Cantona. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Cocu. Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Knocks it into space. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's there to retrieve it. Out to the right. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, there's the clearance.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Played out wide. Oh, played right into his path. Could be danger here. Played in, and the keeper beats it away. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even.